Right now, I'm carrying the off-grid gear trail guard. I keep on calling it a trail master. I have no idea why. Is there another knife called a trail master that I'm subconsciously confusing it with? Anyways, this is a budget knife offering from off-grid, and the sheath is very, very similar to the sheath on my favorite fixed blade of all time, the Cold Steel SRK. And I have heard a lot of people say that they hate the sheath on the SRK, and I really don't understand why. And this sheath has a lot of the great qualities of that sheath. Number one, you can see that I don't actually have it strapped in, and that's because the sheath does offer a little bit of retention like Kydex. I don't actually have to strap the knife in if I don't want to, just for ease of convenience. If I'm going to be walking a little bit longer, if I'm going to be going through bushes and stuff maybe, I'll put that snap on. The other thing that I think this has that's a great advantage is this nylon part that kind of flops around a little bit. When I'm hiking, especially if I'm going somewhere where like I'm going to be going through a lot of brush, not a place like this, but if I'm going to be going through somewhere where I'm brushing up against a lot of bushes and trees, I want a sheath that's going to have a little more give, that's going to be a little bit forgiving, because otherwise if it's a Kydex attachment with a T-clip belt attachment on there, if branches get between my body and the knife, they can get stuck in there and it can slow me down at best and it can cause injury at worst. So I like something that kind of swings around. I also like a knife that hangs a little bit lower because I'm doing a lot of movements when I'm out here. You know, I'm making big steps to get up rocks. I'm bending to get under trees and stuff. And I just want a knife that's not going to poke me in the side if I move my leg in a particular way. The other thing is that that mobility for not just hiking and walking around and stuff, but also it does help me to kind of move the knife around if I'm getting in and out of cars very easily. I just really like sheaths like this. I think they're very, very convenient. The one complaint that I do think is justified, though, is that they do dull your knife very quickly. Pulling a knife in and out against hard, cheap plastic does dull your edge very quickly, but if you can sharpen, that's not a problem.